Good morning. I'm here today in order to have an academic interview in which we are going to talk about the short story, well, the marvelous short story, A White Heron, written by Sarah Jewett. And well, I am here with my colleague and also student of English Studies, Julia Montal. Good morning, Julia.
Hello, good morning.
I would like to start the interview, if you don't mind, asking you about the plot of the story.
Okay, in order to understand the story, we need to know that we have a little girl about 9 years old and a grandmother. They are living in the countryside and they are in love with their life in nature. And one day the little girl is in the forest and she comes across a hunter that he's an ornithologist and he's looking for a special type of bird that is a white heron. He explains to them that he will compensate them if they help him in order to find this bird. So next morning, when they go into the wilderness in order to find the bird, the girl sees the white heron and decides not to tell the hunter because she has her own reasons at the end. And the rest of the story, we know that the rest of her life, Sylvia is wondering if he has made the right decision with not telling him the truth.
Okay. Well, on the basis of what you have said, that Sylvia is the protagonist of the short story, I would like to ask you, why is she such an outstanding character?
If we think about the time this short story was written, we can see that her ideas or the fact that she decides not to tell something for money or yes for this kind of thing is really strange for that time, and I think that she's outstanding because she has her own opinion and her values.
Okay, so you actually think that that Sylvia undergo a process of change?
Yeah, absolutely. And I would like to say that, well, this process of change comes when she climbs up a tree alone and then she finds the white heron and her mind is open. It's a critical point, it's like an epiphany because she starts to realize that the important things of life are not the material ones, and it's with that point that she decides not to tell him and to keep it as a secret, and in a way she decides to save the bird.
Okay, so you can actually, you can actually say that this change in the protagonist is motivated by the feminism.
Yeah, I think that feminism is an important theme in this story because when we see that she decides not to tell something, we can see that women start to have power and start to have voice, so she can decide what to do and what not to do.
Okay, so having seen this, which do you think is the paper that plays the hunter?
I think that the Hunterman, in a way, is like the devil or the snake related with the Bible, because he brought the bad things into this precious world that it's nature, and he portrays the weaknesses of our society, like can be materialism, for example.
Okay, so then which is the paper of the white heron?
I think that we have the hunterman who represents human companionship, and we have the bird that represents the natural world, the companionship of the natural world. And I think that this bird helps Sylvia to understand that nature is important and we need to value it, because sometimes we are not conscious about the fact that we are destroying it for our personal interest.
So what you are saying is that this attention to nature is the message of the story, or?
Yeah, I think that the story tries to tell us that we have to have our own mindset, we have to be ethic, and we have to follow our path or in our thoughts, and we don't need to be influenced by others or by other variables, I think.
Okay, so Julia, I think we can conclude in here. It was a very nice talk, and see you next time.
Thank you for your attention.